I am going to stick to my promise where I'm going to upload every single Wednesday for the month of December. I'm currently recording this on a Wednesday at 6:36 p.m. I did have a video ready. It was a video podcast, but I thought I wanted to switch things up and talk about a topic that I've been talking about to other people casually on different chats, and that's success and how to achieve success. I've been listening to other people describe what success is to them, and there is this general consensus where success is becoming rich to provide for external wants instead of needs. So having a house, having all the luxury items that you would want, such as new watches, cars, fancy clothes, etc., etc. But I've noticed that only a lot of them really linked success to being rich, and I don't necessarily agree with that statement. Wait, before I carry on rambling within this video, please subscribe, like this video. Let's beat that YouTube algorithm, and just so this video is recommended to everyone that you have your relations with. Share this video, like this video, and here's me again talking about success. In my opinion, and just going off from different books that I've been reading and reading a lot of people's autobiography of very successful people, there is a difference between being rich and being wealthy. Being rich is measured by how much money you have in your bank account, whereas being wealthy is measured by how much time you have to do all those things that give you purpose. Wakes you up in the morning, wakes you up at 5 a.m, 4:30 in the morning, because you want to do something and you want to impact something within the world and to yourself. And sadly, success to a large majority of the population in the Western Hemisphere means getting rich by working long hours, unnecessary long hours, to rack up a lot of money to become rich. And I think that's where people are getting mistaken down the wrong path, or just not listening to the correct people. First of all, I was scrolling on Instagram today, and I don't remember the guy. I don't know if this guy was famous or it was just a guy really sharing a really inspirational quote. He goes, "Money can buy you a house but not a home. Money can buy you a watch but not time. Money can buy you life insurance but not good health." Yes, money can provide so many things, so many benefits to yourself, to your family, to your loved ones, many benefits, but it can't buy everything. You also need to realize that success, the word success, is generalized. It's so vague that success can mean different to loads of different people. Success for me, fortunately living in a first world country, is providing for my family and having a wealthy life where I can spend time doing the things that I love with the people that care the most to me. Whereas success for someone in a third world country, just generalizing here, could be putting plate on the food for their family, for their kids, for their wives, for their husbands, and just a roof above their heads and a bed to sleep in every single night. That could be success to that person, to that family. Don't idolize really famous people. That's the issue here. We are surrounded by phones and gadgets and screens and instant news, instant stimulation, that we start comparing successful people's lives to ours. And what we do is we do the wrong things. What we do is we look at Mark Zuckerberg's life. Let's just say that's the first person that comes into my head, Mark Zuckerberg. We look at all of his successes. We analyze how he achieved those successes, how he achieved X, Y, and Z. But that's wrong. That's where people are mistaken down this wrong path or rabbit hole. Let me explain. As Jack Ma said, if you really want to succeed and if you really want to be successful, you look at people's failures and you learn from it. There's no point in learning from people's successes because it could overwhelm you. You could be thinking, how did they get to that? How did they succeed in that platform or that way? But that's not the point. You're looking at the wrong thing. You need to look at how they failed and how they bounced back from that failure. And this comes to my next point. For you to succeed, you need to fail. I saw this Instagram post, or was it a story from Will Smith? The most successful people are the ones who failed the most. They are the ones who fail, and fail. But instead of failing and leaving it there and fail once, they keep on failing. They keep making mistakes. But what they do, which is very crucial but very important, is they learn. They learn from their mistakes. They learn from their failures. And for me, that is the hardest thing to do. Because once you fail for the very first time, the natural reaction for people is to stop. To stop what they're doing because they don't like that feeling of failure. They don't like that feeling of rejection, that innate feeling of, I've just failed here. What do I do now? This is when you separate the successful people and just the normal lot. Because people who succeed, people who want to make a massive difference to their lives and for the people around them, they embrace failure. They embrace it. They look forward to it. Because you know why? Each failure, let's say you're in a pond, you're in a lake, you're by the pond, by a lake. In the middle of that pond or lake is a pot of gold, right? Or something really important to you. Imagine this. There's a lake, there's you on the other side, by the land. And in the middle of that lake is that your goal, your dreams, your aspirations, everything you ever wanted. And for people who want to succeed, to get to that goal, they fail. But each failure is a little rock, and then another rock, and then another rock. Because you could fail 99 times, but it only takes one success until you get to the very spot of that middle for everything to change. And this is what people are afraid of. They're afraid to take that chance. They're afraid to fail because they hate the feeling. But if you change your mindset, you change the perception of failure, this is when you're one step closer, 2 steps closer to success. Sometimes you need to take 1 step back to make 2 steps forward. That's what failure is. Yes, you might fail at a job application or a job interview. Yes, your videos might not get many views. Yes, your Snapchats, your Instagram posts, your TikToks, whatever, doesn't get that much traction. But you're doing it. You're doing something. You're being consistent. You're actually putting yourself out there to learn and to grow and to fail. And that's what successful people do. They fail. They love to fail because they learn. So if you want to be successful, there's 2 things to take out from this really rambly video. Is number 1, change your perception of success. Success isn't getting rich. Success is actually getting wealthy of time to do the things that you want to do. And number 2 is embrace failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to be rejected by anything and everything that you do. Embrace it. Learn. Because you know why? Because once you fail, the very first time you fail, that means you're not going to hold back. You're going to take risk. You're going to venture into something new that you haven't ever done before, and you're going to thank me for it. Because being successful doesn't just happen like this. It doesn't just happen overnight where you're going to do one thing and then your next video is going to go viral and people are going to love it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to put the grind. You have to put the effort into making it there. And success is generalized. You define success by your own terms and your own intuition, not by some massive CEO or conglomerate or anything like that. You make success. You define it, you do it within your own terms. That is the video for today. That felt good, just rambling about success, difference of it, and how to get there. And I'm in that process of achieving that. So join my journey, join my channel, subscribe to my channel, put your notifications on, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to my socials. They are in the description. If you did like my video, please like it. Let's beat that YouTube algorithm and like this video, because that will mean so much to me. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Stay safe, wear your mask, social distance, and I'll see you guys again on the Wednesday.